Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Fahad. My ID is on 91354330. My thesis topic is risk assessment and prevention of server-side recruit forgery SSR attack using deep learning technique. My supervisor is MD Rajiv Niyasar, lecturer, Department of Software Engineering, Defeated International University. This all of my outline. The background of my thesis is what is SSRF attack? SSRF attack is this type of attack on of the largest bank in United States was just fined 8 billion of massive database with this SSRF attack. And other, according to the hackeron.com, in 2020, SSRF attack ranked fourth out of 10, and the team of amount spent bug bounties and coming this type of under $3 million. Year by year, this type attack increasingly growing 130%. And I am using deep learning model to detect server-side request forgery and prevention with PHP. These are the motivation. The number of attacks in previous year increasing day by day. I want to observe it very well. I want to find out of the reason of the self attack. I want to verify whether this attack is due to the vulnerabilities of the website or the vulnerabilities of server side. These are the abbreviation of my thesis scope. Data is very important. It is if we can stop it, then our data will be safe. Access to our server third malicious URL will be blocked, and those keep our server secure, keep our attack away from the network scan, and protect internal network information from being compromised. Attacker cannot be remote code executed easily. These three are my research question. Does the Stream algorithm work in server-side request forgery? Does the research help us to upgrade from manual detection of SSRF attack? Does the research show the way to stop the bypass the SSRF attack? Research objective are the I use the long and short-term memory network and use to design a deep learning model and detect server-side request forgery attack and contain the URL. To the paper describe the principle of SSR vulnerability former from the network structure and code level. And introduce the common attack, utilize the method of SSRF, and as well as general process and bypass mode of SSRF and uh, recruitment. In our series article, Web Security, we just published a paper and the space security SSRF, how protect yourself against. Problem is when most of the research based on the artificial intelligence technique because of the flexibility in application, most of which concern with use the machine learning technique. Here is a attack detection done by manually. This all of my literature review. So the methodology and data collection, methodology of data collection. Um, I collect data from various sites and most I collect from the Cesare Park and publish in the HackerOn website. And these two are the uh, Google Docking I use for collect the data, and collect also various website and data scripting using a Chrome extension. And pretty security one of the greatest sources where we can find tons of cybersecurity data. I collect data to last 2 year data from this ptsecurity.com. And the methodology. These are the methodology. The quantitative research deal on number of static and risk assessment and the prevention services using deep learning detection. In this paper, long and short term, I use these two options, detection and prevention. In detection, in this paper, long and short term, I use deep learning technique to build detect necessary pattern and learn short-term architecture overcome vulnerabilities and RNN network. For the prevention in this paper, SSRF is mainly related to the use of curl and the others PHP function. These are the data processing and SSRF. All the data use the paper that expose, recognizes, and photo scan, and domain token count, number of dots in URL, and the other feature is scrolling method was applied and normalized. The SRF defensive and bypassing method. Here we can see that URL request goes to the just portal. If the portal alias are true, then it's go to the URL host, then DNS, and if DNS true, then it is go to the dynamic IP, then the internet IP. If internet IP accept it, then true. This is prevented or false, then they jump to the uh, initial request, and if jump is false, then it's go to the first of URL host. This is the SSRF defense flowchart. The methodology this data set cover all type of SSRF attack, domain token count, number of DNS URL, structured URL determined, and dictionary name. These are the network LSTM network used to build this model. And the study covered 48 web application analyzes the past 2 year data. These are the past 2 year data, and these are the deep learning model I use for this detection. I use two um, uh, two phases. First phase is training this morning, and second the detect the SSR attack. These are the result of my this is the result when I detect analyzes the data set. The data is then spelled between on and improve the deep learning accuracy. Then following Python code is keep dataset training and the resume, and these are the reference. Does the attack begin percentage, and the loss function is assess how well the prediction and classify the incoming data. This all of my data set. I use this. I collected data from unb.co website. These are the attacker employ the server-side review procedure and access the server. They're not permitted until the paper explain how SSRF assault work to the intelligent prevent this assault. The literature study and until the LSTM deep learning network is the focus content machine on the deep learning algorithm. The network is trained using by processing data that range from 1 to -1, and the model accuracy rate is measured the likelihood. Deep learning model test score 96%. They study over SSR vulnerability development from the network structure and code level. This is all of my reference. Thank you.